Okay, YouTube, what's going on? In this video, I wish to discuss dreams and how to start dreaming again. So I want to start by saying that we all dream every single night. We just don't always remember our dreams. So every single person dreams during REM sleep. Every single night, you might wake up and feel like nothing. But to me, that's just experience, potential wisdom, potential learning, potential guidance wasted if you wake up and you don't remember your dreams. And I would argue from a spiritual perspective, especially if you used to have consistent dreams and all of a sudden you just stop dreaming, that is a form of spiritual attack, that your messages are being taken away from you in the dream state. Your messages are being taken away from you in the dream state. So it's a form of spiritual attack, I would even argue. And in this video, I want to discuss how to start dreaming again and some of the reasons that we don't dream as well. So I've got a paper here today because sometimes my mind just goes around in circles. So some of the reasons we don't dream anymore is one, drugs and alcohol. If you don't know, these things dumb you down from a spiritual standpoint. And of course, in order to start dreaming, you need to be at high level spiritually in order to start remembering your dreams, especially your dream recall, dream recollection is the correct term. So drugs and alcohol is like I found that when I used to drink alcohol or when I used to engage in a lot of marijuana or whatever it might be, of course, like my mind is just gonna, no, I'm not gonna dream, I'm not gonna get those messages. So dreaming can be very powerful because you can get dreams to the future. There's so many times I've dreamed events and they've actually happened. And some people have different gifts on this. Obviously, you need to be skilled at dream interpretation as well. You need to learn that. And the best dream interpreter is yourself. There are people who can provide guidance, but nobody knows you, nobody knows your life as well as you do. So drugs and alcohol is one of the reasons that a lot of people don't remember their dreams, and stimulation overload as well. One of the main reasons that we don't remember our dreams is because of this. It's because of technology. It's because we're always using social media. It's gotten worse, obviously, with the advent of social media. Scrolling, dopamine. TV shows, cartoons. Guys, it's really, really bad. We're just constantly stimulated. If you really think about it, and last night was a full moon. It was a beautiful orange moon I was looking at. I think it was 2 nights ago, whatever it was. And I was just looking at the moon. I probably looked at the moon for 30 minutes straight. Didn't take my gaze off of it. And people were like passing, looking at me like as I was strange. But when you really think about it, looking at a screen on your phone is more strange than someone looking at the moon. I just try to be like the original man, you know? So the original man would have looked at the moon. It's probably the TV that they had. So if you do these things, it's gonna enhance your spiritual. It's gonna enhance you being more natural. So you're not supposed to be looking at your phone like from a human. We're human beings. We're not cyborgs yet. So you know, we're still adapted to those ways. So those are some of the reasons, like, and that's why. So I'm gonna discuss some things to help you start dreaming again. And one of those things is meditation. And this goes with what I was saying before, stimulation overload. All meditation is, people think breathing, whatever it is. Listen, to simplify things, all meditation is sitting down and doing nothing. Keeping your hands still, keeping your legs still. You can keep your eyes open or closed, just sitting down and doing nothing. Because again, we have an issue, and especially observing Generation Z in my current location. They always need to be stimulated. They always need to have dopamine. They always need to be doing something. They wake up, where's my phone? They wake up Snapchat. They wake up Instagram. They wake up scroll. They can't just sit down. Like, you'd be surprised how many people can't just sit down for 2 minutes. Like, and I always love to think of what life was like before all of this. Like, you don't wake up and run to the TV, wake up and run to your phone. These things are going to keep you dumbed down. So if you want to be elevated spiritually, you want to start remembering your dreams, meditation needs to be, I would say, the first thing you're doing in your day. Like, to calm your mind down. And meditation is very good because obviously it helps you build discipline. And also, if you forget your dream immediately upon rising, meditation, if you just go into a quiet meditation, try not to use your phone to set a timer or anything like that. If you can have something else, great. If you can just use your phone to get into a meditation, if you can just get into a meditation, sometimes you can recall your dream. So the issue a lot of people have as well, you can recall your dream during your meditation, and that's a lot of the time I recall my dream during my meditation. And yeah, let me get into the next thing, is keeping a dream journal. So I started keeping a dream journal from about 14 years, something like that. People are like, dreaming is a gift. It's not really a gift. Everybody can cultivate a gift. Like, whatever the one person can do, the next person can. Nobody's like supremely gifted above all. So keeping a dream journal, and no matter what you remember, no matter how small and insignificant it may seem, write it down with the date next to it. That's going to help your mind know, look, we're tracking something. Whether it's on your phone or with a pen and paper, it doesn't matter. So if you just remember a ball, write ball. If you just remember a character, let's say it's your dad, write dad. And over time, the details are going to get more and more detailed and informed. So that's certainly something you want to be doing. Just to touch back on the tech thing, reducing technology, especially before sleep and especially immediately after rising. You shouldn't be waking up and pressing your phone. I think it was 30 minutes to an hour after rising, you don't really want to be using your phone. And before sleep, if you're scrolling, guys, that's gonna just go in your brain. Like, you're not gonna, you want to be in quietude. Obviously, I know it's difficult. I'm not saying like this is difficult. It's not difficult. But you just have to try and change things, because obviously if you don't change, things are gonna stay the same. So, so I've written there. Exercise as well. Something about exercises. Obviously, I train with music sometimes, but obviously music is not good for your ear gate. I think I mentioned that in a previous video. And if you're waking up in the morning and listening to music, it doesn't really matter what type of music it is. It doesn't matter. It could be nasheeds. It could be frequency music. It doesn't matter. It's not nature, whatever you're listening to. So it's best, I would say, in the morning to work out in just pure silence, and that allows your brain to process things. Because if you're just listening to whatever music you listen to, you're already getting indoctrinated, you're already getting programmed by whatever you're listening to. So a lot of the time, obviously my routine changes depending on the country that I'm in, but I still do exercise and meditation in the first couple of hours after rising. And I've remembered, I might just be jumping rope. I jump rope a lot, jumping rope, and I remember a dream. If I'm not listening to music, if I am listening to music, the dream is getting further and further away. So basically the way it is that if you wake up and you don't remember your dream, you need to put yourself in a state similar to that sleep state that the dream occurred. Because if I wake up and I had a dream but I wasn't quite remembering it, and I just sat down and I just got back into that state, the dream is going to come back to me. But if I put on my headphones and I'm listening to and I'm listening to music, guys, how are you gonna remember the dream, man? It's just not gonna happen. So, I didn't want to name drop any artists right there. Dream journal, exercise, nature and AM. So there was a time that I had a dream, and obviously intention. You have to have the intention to want to remember your dream. You have to have the intention to want to remember your dream, because there was a time, obviously, I'm not a perfect dreamer. I don't know if there is a perfect dreamer. There probably is. I'm pretty sure babies dream every night, of course, because they're closer to that source state. I'm not a perfect dreamer. Obviously, I wake up some nights and don't remember my dream. But a lot of the time, I know the reason why I didn't remember it, and it's probably something to do with my actions. But if, I'll say a week ago, I had a dream, and I really wanted to remember that dream because I felt like there was something significant in there. And what I did, so I woke up, obviously I didn't touch the phone, I meditated. After I meditated, I went out into nature. And I walked. So people rise quite early where I am right now, which is kind of annoying. I like having the mornings to myself. So I went out into nature, then I heard the birds singing, obviously, and the bird reminded me that there was a bird in my dream. So sometimes going into nature, just being in nature, and when I say nature, I don't mean just going outside, because a lot of you guys probably live in a suburban area. I go outside and there's chickens, there's birds, there's greenery, it's a bit different, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is find a quiet park, find a quiet place if you can. Because if you're gonna go outside, because everything is acidity and alkaline, sleep is an alkaline state. If you go out into your city and there's music, people are playing music already, people are running around, kids are shouting, you're not gonna remember your dream. You have to go to a quiet area, if it's your garden, wherever you can find that peace and quietude. And I would say, if you can't go outside and really find that, stay inside. Try and get some fresh air and just try and be in silence. And then I go straight into my workout maybe. In my workout, I won't use any music, essentially, because music is just gonna take you away from that. But yeah, I hope I've imparted something. There we go.